dear members, and welcome Facebook viewers to this very unexpected draw. This one's for the singles match for 2015. Now, it's a special Christmas edition of the draw, as I'm sure you can see. We've got on my right here Mr. Marshall. Been up to much since we were last on, Mr. Marshall?
No, not really. I've just been watching the Rams go to the top of the table, but I wouldn't really say I had any major news aside from that.
No, and we have Miss Dowell, our new addition on the end there. Hello to you.
Hello.
And of course a very familiar face, Miss Jenkinson. Now, what have you been up to since we were last on?
I played the Virgin Mary and the Nativity.
Ah,
And I gave birth to baby Jesus.
very good. A lot of people have been asking to get this part of the draw out of the way quite quickly, because the sooner we know these, there might be some time over Christmas where we can play. So that's the idea of doing it now. I hope you've been sensible, Miss Jenkinson.
Just wind in the river.
It's a doll. As you know, we've recently had the awards night. That was a huge success. We saw Ujul and Dan pick up awards. Lee got 2. A very moving award for Smithy. Dom, of course, got most improved. Finney was crowned with his green jacket to be the best golfer in the entire society. That was fabulous. And of course, the biggest award on the night went to Jamie, who got the fellowship, which was wonderful. Sadly, Mr. Openshaw, Andrew Openshaw, he was officially declared the worst player in the entire society. So that's a little bit sad there. We've got this grid that we need to fill. That's hugely important. But I think in order to just, before we move on, we just need to check the route that Mick took last time. His first round match, that was gifted by me. Things could have been very different if I hadn't given that game away.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yes.
Second round, very easy victory. Soft Dan. That was not much of a challenge at all. Then there was a bit of quality, I guess. Tim stepped up, but he sank away there in the quarterfinals. And then it came to the semis, and Mick beat off Sean Robb quite aggressively. Tittering there, Mr. Marshall. Sean didn't know whether to put in a complaint or just put it down to experience, but he was soon finished off in style. And then we of course got to the final, which was Mr. Bratt and Mick. And the clash shone through. Bratty tried to come up with every excuse under the book. He even tried to blame a 7-year-old child for giving him a football injury. Terrible.
And then
Yes.
I had that excuse.
Yes, there were many excuses. He is just, in fact, a miserable man who was proved not to be the best golfer in the society.
Agreed.
Agreed. I think we all agree, don't
And
we?
a sore loser too. And
Yes.
a sore loser.
Yes. Come on, let's keep this negativity going. Right, we've got to get the 32 names drawn. This order is massively important. We'll have Mr. Marshall pick the home draw, so whoever Mr. Marshall picks can choose the course, and then the ladies are going to alternate who they pick, and it's quite devastating to be picked by you, because you've got to play where they say.
Oh, do you want me to shake them?
Would you give them a little jangle? You did a little song last time. You thinking of Jingle Jangle Scarecrow.
And the jingle jangle scarecrow in the flippy floppy hat. Flippy floppy hat. I can shake the balls like this. And then you have to sing, I can shake the balls like that.
I can shake the balls like that.
We don't have to sing that song, and you don't have to make such declarations, Mr. Marshall. Here we go. We'll try and rattle through this as quick as we can.
M23.
M23. That's Jamie Wilson, first out. You get to pick one. You have to be quicker than this, Miss Dowell.
Sorry.
I know you wanted to be in on this, but you've got to be quicker. They are a bit tricky to get in. There we are.
Woo! M7.
M7, that's Wasp, I know that one. So Jamie Wilson and Wasp, but Jamie, you get to pick. Well done.
Next up we have M4.
She's broken the rules.
Why?
Again, straight away. That is a home draw. M4, Mr. Glenn Ollivant.
Well, does
Is it
Laura
home?
want to do
Yes.
this next one, and then I'll do the home draw?
Couldn't organise a Yeah, if you would.
Hey.
Well
These are
organised.
very tricky.
Yeah, with your greasy hands.
And one.
M1, the
Andrew
President, Andrew Hall. Glenn, you get to pick home course. Next home draw is
M5.
M5. Can you do it quietly and be cutting quicker?
Oh.
M5 is Mr. Openshaw.
M12.
Will play Sean Mitchell.
Sean Mitchell.
Big dear Sean.
It sounds like him off EastEnders.
Sean Mitchell.
Is it related?
M10.
No. M10, Ben Kirk. You've got the home draw, Ben. I'm sorry.
M21.
M21.
Robert Brannigan.
Yes, it is. Thank you for that.
Keep what this is.
Next home draw
M32.
is me. Very well picked there, Mr. Marshall. Home
Matty
draw.
Sharp.
Oh, she's calling me fat. Let's check back in a few months' time.
M17.
M17, Richard Finney. What a great match that will be. Star drawer of the day so far. And I am in the possession of a new driver. You better watch out, Finney.
M6.
M6.
Mr. Christopher
Ooh.
Pratt.
And he's got a home draw. Home draw. Oh, come on.
Oh.
M3.
M3, Daniel Oakleaf.
Yeah.
Ratty and Oakleaf, that's...
I don't like these balls.
Are there any balls you do like?
Jingle balls. Jingle balls. Jingle
M31.
M31 is Mr. Lightfoot. Handicap 28, will play
M26. Mr. Neil Turner.
Nids.
Nibs.
Nids. M20, what did you say? 26?
Yes, Mr. Neil Turner.
Thank you.
M13.
Macca.
M30. It is Mr. Patrick Rooney.
Don't even know why I came along with it.
M11.
M11. Mr. Daniel
Ah, you can't say that.
Trezan.
Daniel Trezan.
What is it?
Well, it's actually pronounced Dan from our work.
Dan from our work. Work. If you're from Robin. Work if you're from London.
Virgin's happy this afternoon.
M25. Mr. Martin Bailey.
As.
So M11 versus M25.
That was halfway through, dear members, for what purpose I'm sat here.
There's still roads called M11.
M15.
M15.
Is the Mr. Tony Hutchinson.
He's just been here this afternoon, haven't you?
What were we doing?
Checking, giving a quote on light replacement fittings.
Your ball.
Is it my ball?
Sorry, I lost one.
So Uchi, last time, second place, very good player, will be playing
M28.
M28.
Mr. Craig South.
Craig South, they actually own the company together, but he just knocks Southie out. Sorry about that, Craig. Nothing you can do there.
M29.
M29. The happiest member in the entire society, Mr. Jonathan Parkin, with his new M number. Often described as having a face like the herniated scrotum of an older gentleman.
M22, Mr. Dominic Oates.
Yes, Dom. M22. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pick 5 out instead of all this passing about. Just pick. I'll leave you another 4. I'm a little bit dizzy.
I'll do 2, you do 2.
M27.
M27, Tim Mercer.
Versus Horatio.
No,
M20, Mr.
M20.
Michael James.
Last time's winner, the defending champ. That'll be a good one, and they played last time. Do you remember that little combination? I think we did. Tim
It's quite a
Mercer
good
and Mick
one, yeah.
Jones.
Yeah, I remember
What
watching
the-
the reviews.
Next home door, M8.
M8 is Simmy.
Yeah.
Andrew Simpson is one used to work here,
M19.
do you know? M19
Is Mr. Ian Smith.
Ian Smith, highest handicap. Might be a tough match, that one, Simmy.
M16.
Last
Mr.
time
David
champion
Finney.
golfer
Plays
M16.
M18, which is Mr. Kevin Homar. Is that right? Homar.
Omar.
Homar.
Homer.
Homer. Not
Is it-
Homar.
Homer Simpson. Not Homar.
Doe.
Dear. Dear.
M14.
Plays.
And 9.
Have you opened that one?
No.
I've got one left.
M9.
Yeah, and then the last home draw, don't say it
Hang
yet,
on a minute.
Lizzie.
Sean
Lizzie.
Robb, that is, will play Ujjwal Patel.
And short. Oh, Lizzie, I'm the home
I've
draw.
got Mr. Stuart Smith
M2 is at home.
versus M24, which is Mr. Stuart
That's
Smith.
Jamie. And you see, that was all very chaotic. Usually it's done with a lot more order.
Can I tell you why?
Why?
Because you dished out the balls. And it was going really well.
No, because you
That's
two.
M2, Jamie Sharp, the captain treasurer, will play Stu Swift.
Stew
M24.
today.
Sorry, what?
Quite fancy a stew.
I thought you said you quite fancy Stu.
I don't know who stew is.
Stuart Swift? Mr. Marshall, your job's not done yet. Thank you for that. Let's just have a very quick look at the whole thing on screen.
Look.
So there we are, lots of interesting draws. Now there might be a nice day over Christmas with a crisp winter's day that's ideal for playing golf. There's no limit. Now you know the results, you can play whenever you like, but we need to get them done by April. Bratty did use it as an excuse. Pathetic. Pathetic.
August tricking off.
Yes, Gabriel.
Little Miss Goody Two Shoes.
We need them played by the end of April because the season sort of dragged on a little bit and Bratty it was raining and his glasses were getting all condensed up and he was just another excuse for him. In order to make him feel a little bit better, we have got a "Have I got news for you" style question, and you can send the answers on the usual to the usual address on a postcard perhaps. Have a look at these and see if you can work out who is the odd one out. That. So there we are. The results are there. Get going. If you left the awards evening without a prize, or you won one that you weren't particularly proud of, then maybe, just maybe, next year is your year. Mick's obviously got some defending of his title to do. But we won't be asking this particular panel back, I don't think. You, Mr. Marshall, you've been
No.
very sensible, but just can't be sure about these two. So, it just leaves me to say thank you to Miss Dowell on the end. First time contributor, probably never see her ever again. Thank you to Elizabeth playing the Virgin Mary. Couldn't be further from the truth. You feeling all right?
I'm feeling, but I'd just like to finish with a carol.
We
That's
will
okay
in a
with you.
moment. And thank you to you, Mr. Marshall. Very kind of you. It's still the rumour that the Pink Gimp and Mr. Marshall haven't been seen in the same room. Anything you want to say to quash any of those rumours?
Don't really have a clue what you're talking about.
Good comeback. Good comeback. If he wants to keep his latex and his spandex habits to himself, then that's up to him. So thank you everyone. Merry Christmas.
Ho, ho, ho.
Get them matches played, and we'll see you in the new year.
It's bye from me.
Bye me. Bye. You can sing now.
Ding dong.